Hello, how does it go? Welcome and namaste. So, back at you, giving you another update on the universe, in the universe, with the universe, as the universe. And so, today, maybe you can even just tell my energy that today there's a little bit more clarity. There's a little bit more I want to say peace. I'm more at peace with my own situation, the state of the world, the state of myself. It's like the last couple of days I had huge breakthroughs, but within those breakthroughs, before the breakthrough was the breakdown. That's actually something my friend texted me the other day. She said, the breakthroughs after the breakdown. And I was like, damn, true. And so I had a few of those breakdowns and breakthroughs. And so it was really like a roller coaster the last couple of days, like ups and huge downs, but also huge ups. Like it wasn't all way bad, but it also wasn't all way high. And it wasn't really ever in the middle. It was boom or boom. And so today though, it's like I'm kind of like on the other side, and I'm seeing everything with awareness right now. And when you're seeing things with awareness, you just kind of have that sense of peace. You know what I mean? Like, you're not attaching to any of it, you're not resisting any of it, you're just seeing it and acknowledging it for what it is. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm gonna do my prayer real quick. Har Har Mahadev. Everyone is God. Everyone is Lord. Sabek. All one. Peace be with us. Let's hear ambulances. Maybe you can hear them. I don't know. But I hear ambulances a lot, and maybe y'all will think I'm a crazy ass, but I really do believe everything is connected, and I believe that we have free will, but I also believe that everything is like a memory. It's like when everything happens, it's like it's already happened. And that might be way deep. you're like, stay off the weed, Kai. But the reason I say that is like whenever I hear the ambulance, it's like it always just brings me to this place of remembrance. Like everything is connected, Kai. Everything is happening for a reason, and it's just like a little reminder for me in my life whenever I hear the ambulances. Um, there's a guy on TikTok where he says that he hears like cars honking, like or their like car alarm going off. But his is the opposite. The ambulances to me feels like a good sign. He says that the cars start going off when the universe is telling him he's doing something dumb. And I'm like, huh, maybe I've been misinterpreting the whole ambulance thing. Maybe the universe is really like, don't do that, quit being stupid. But I don't know, I'm gonna roll with that. It's a good sign. And yeah, really, it's just the energy feels so much more clarity today. The weird thing though about it all is that it really is just everything is always moving. Like, I'm not even for a second gonna try and grasp onto this peace I'm feeling right now. I'm gonna share it with y'all right now. We deserve to feel this peace, but like, basically, what I'm trying to say is, um, one, the peace isn't gonna keep forever. Like, we're getting this peace right now, and many of us are moving into higher awarenesses. So the peace can last. The peace will always be there with us when we want it. But why I mean it's not going to last is there's going to be a lot of forces out there trying to take you out of your peace. Why, you might ask? Because the devil. No, I'm just kidding. Um, no disrespect to any religion right there. I actually, last night, had my own... I'll get into that in a second. I first want to explain this. The reason that people or energies are trying to take you out of your peace is because that's where the state of the world is right now. If you listen to any of my last videos, I've been kind of talking about how the world is in the state of solar plexus energy. This is the third chakra. Not everybody is in their third chakra. I'm not saying that. There's people who are higher, there's people who are lower. But what I'm trying to say is that's kind of like the cap right now. That's where I would say the people in power, I guess, are in their third chakra. That's why there's this huge divide right now. It's a solar plexus drama that's happening right now, in the sense that what the solar plexus is your ego. That is your ego. And so, sorry, I just got a message. It is your ego. And your ego is your sense of power, it's your sense of self. That's all it is. Your ego is not good or bad, it is your power. Because think about it, it's yourself. Your power comes from yourself. Maybe this pomegranate, if I threw it at somebody, they would be like, oh, it's the power of the pomegranate. Pomegranates are awesome, by the way. But it's my power that throws it. Boom! So power comes from within. And so that's really the state of the world right now. It's like these people want to have power over us because they can control us. So that's why there are energies that will be trying to take your peace. Because peace is a attribute of the fourth chakra, the heart chakra. And so they're trying to bring you into that energy. The ego tries to grasp onto itself. And so the people who are still stuck in this 3D reality are grasping onto that power. And so that's kind of where I'm at in this whole thing. Like, that's why I'm homeless right now, is like, I am kind of done. I'm a rebel at heart. I mean, I believe that I was sent here to be a rebel. Like, it's the only reason I could have agreed to come to this world, is it's just like, if there's gonna be a world that's this fucked up, then I'm rebelling. Like, it's my soul, you know what I mean? Like, my soul doesn't stand for this. But I'm also very intelligent, and so, I mean, I'll be here and I will take certain precautions. I think that's something people like outside of being spiritual or whatever, it could be anyone. Anyone does this, we all do this. Is that I think people try to take away the practicality of spirituality. They try to take away the logic, I guess you could say. But it's all about taking precautions. I believe I should be able to walk around society naked. Butt naked. I should be able to walk around the society butt naked, for sure. But I don't, though. because I know there are certain consequences based upon how other people think. You see, I do care what people think. I care what people think. I care in the sense that, one, what they think is determined how they see me, and it's just they're another person. They have the way that they think, and I value that in a certain way. I guess where I think I found balance in that, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning for sure, but I guess where I found power compared to most people is there's people who they don't care what anyone thinks. They don't give a fuck, and they just do whatever the fuck they want. You know, I think that that causes problems in its own way. You know what I mean? Like, one, certain people are not going to like you. That's not a huge deal. They're probably just going to people who don't like you, and that's kind of the whole uh, theme behind fuck what people think. Because no matter what, someone's going to be unhappy, whether it's you, this person, this person, or that person. And so that's kind of the basis behind that. And I like that approach more than the other opposite one, which is really caring what people think and always being like a people pleaser and things of the sort. I prefer the one not giving a fuck at all. I mean, that one's more destructive, but I mean, all you got is this life. We're all gonna die, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that that's the end when you die, but it's just like, if you're always being a people pleaser or you're always caring too much what people think, then when does your soul live? Is it gonna live when you die next time? Is it gonna live tomorrow? Is it gonna live when this happens, that happens? When are we gonna live? And it's got to be right now. And so that's why I like the approach of like not caring what people think, because we got to live now. You know what I mean? It's like, when else? When else? And so there was something I really wanted to tell y'all. I might even can't. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pause this so I can go look at what it was. Oh yeah. So I remember what I wanted to tell y'all. It was about the devil, and this all had me on a trip last night out of nowhere. Like, I mean, I just had a normal day, and then it got dark at like, it gets dark at like 5 around here, I think. Yeah, 5-ish, maybe even 4:30. It gets dark early. Like, that's why I've been trying to get up early and just get shit done. Like, do everything you can with the light, you know? And, um, yeah, once it got dark outside, I just went and laid. Dude, I didn't give a fuck last night. I just went and laid behind the back of this store in my sleeping bag. But like, it was in a spot where I thought nobody could see me for sure. Like, it was just back behind the store, and there was like this thing that like came up. So like, it was like I was like totally thought if I was laying down in my sleeping bag, no one would see me. Like, and I didn't think anyone would walk back there. But obviously, someone eventually found me. I mean, I fell asleep for a little bit, but I just woke up to a guy being like, "Hey, you can't sleep there." I can't believe I'm telling y'all this, but yeah. Um, and then after that, like, but it was during all that time that when that was happening, like, I was questioning like the deepest things about life. Like, um, I was worried. I was raised in a religion, and in that religion, I mean, I didn't think about it this way when I was younger, but as I got older, it was just like basically what I was taught is that this was the only way to live life. And we're all told that in a certain degree, that whatever we were told when we were younger, and it's not even just what we were told, but it's what we were really energized by. And what I mean by that is somebody could have told me the world worked a certain way, like when I was like 8 or 5 or 3, whatever age, doesn't matter what age, and somebody told me something. It didn't really necessarily matter what they told me, but it mattered how I understood it. So one person telling me one thing, yeah, sometimes that can be a life-changing thing. Like there's stories of people saying one thing to you and it really stayed in your mind. But most of the time, what we were told repeatedly or what we were shown repeatedly is what stuck with us, is what energized us. And so, right now, in the world, we're all dealing with those really deep things. Really deep things. Like, for me, it's the whole religion thing. Like, literally last night when I was out there behind the store, I was like, why would this be happening to me if I was on the right path? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, if I was a good spirit, if God was happy with me, that's ultimately what it came down to. If the higher creator or universe, God, whatever it actually is, doesn't like me, or else why would this be happening to me? And the weird thing is that I wasn't even thinking that in like a victim mindset. Like I was like, how could this be happening to me? It was like, no, it was like, am I a bad person? Is what it felt like. Like it was so much self-hatred to myself. That I thought that God hated me. Because at the same time, I was also looking at all the good things that happened. I was like, man, but like low-key though, I've been safe every night I've been out here. I got the hotels the 2 night. I got picked up when my van broke down in the middle of nowhere by a dude who ended up being like spiritual, like, and he was like just a really good dude. And it's just like all of these lucky things had been happening to me. And so I wasn't ignoring those either. I was saying, see, look how much he helps me, and I still come and I F it up. Like, it was just like my mind. It was my mind. My mind trying to do everything it could to reinforce that self-hatred. And I don't want you to feel bad for me. I'm sharing this because I believe that to some degree we all feel this. And your within might feel different than my within. But I believe that we all are letting go of very deep things. And so, literally last night, I was like, up until bed, I was like wondering if I was like evil and if I was like bad with God. And I kid you not, I went and slept behind a dumpster. And because, like I told you, I had to leave that store. And I went to this dumpster and I wasn't inside the dumpster thing because behind it there was a brick wall and then there was a little space between the other wall to the other place. And there were some boxes on one side covering it. So I was like, oh, no one will see me. So then I grabbed a box and I put it over the other side and I just kind of slept back there. I was like, somebody was like, no one's going to move that box because they don't even want to know if somebody's sleeping behind there. And, I mean, it was funny. And it was fun. after that, like just that idea made me more positive. You know what I mean? It's like I was looking at all the bad things, or not even all the bad things, but all the bad what ifs. Like, I mean, I was like literally going to the most worst thing in the world that could be happening is happening to me. Like, if God is against you, if God hates you, you're fucked. You're fucked. And so I was like just assuming that. And I'll tell you this. I mean, I could go on and on about this, but I laid down after that. I smoked a little bit and I was just chill. Like I heard noises and I would get alerted. Like when things happened, I would go to awareness, but then I would realize it's safe and I would just go back to bed. And I wasn't like, I stopped playing the story in my head that just because something was happening that I was bad. Does that make sense? Like, it's like if I heard a noise, I was like, oh no, someone's coming to get me because God hates me, or because people hate me, or I'm bad, or whatever it is that's in your mind. And I stopped playing the story eventually. And I was just like, noise? What's happening? Oh, okay, nothing's happening. And what's funny is I let go and I just went for bed. I said, I'm just gonna go to bed now. And as I went to bed, I don't know if I was asleep or awake. I don't know if this was a dream. It couldn't have been a dream, but I'll just explain it. As I was laying down for bed, I just breathe. I basically just try to get into meditation when I'm going to bed. And there was a moment when my third eye and my heart both lit up and I connected. And the third eye sent an energy to my heart. And my heart like lit up and it was like spinning. And it felt like my heart was just open and it was just receiving a very powerful energy. And there's a dove that is walking by, which is a symbol of love. Say hello to our friend. I hope I got him. I'm not good at filming sometimes. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Lots of friends. And I just got an instant download when I felt that feeling, and it was God loves you no matter what. God loves you no matter what. God is love. And that's what I mean waking up this morning. The energy is so much more at peace. And I think it's because I literally moved into that heart chakra last night. Like, I felt it open. And I've kind of felt that before. It seems that we heal maybe like an onion. I've used this before, but it's like an onion, layer after layer. It's like I felt that beam of light come into my heart before. And so that's how we moved into peace, I guess. Is you open up the heart, and I'm just like seeing everything with a lot more acceptance and awareness. Like, not with a story. I think if I wanted you to grasp anything, it's about letting go of this story. And what I mean by the story is your mind. Like, all these things are problems that the mind is creating. Like my whole thing with the devil and with God, it wasn't my real relationship with God. It was my mind. It was my mind. Because the real message from God, there's only been one message of God shared in this video. And it was when I heard in clarity, God loves you no matter what. That was right when the heart opened up. God loves you no matter what. And so, I hope you remember that. And I'm sending you protection, passion, power, patience, purpose, presence, and peace. Much love and